time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. And the Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, happy Friday to you. We made it to Friday, which is always the goal. I think on Monday, the goal is to get to Friday. Here we are. So now let's stretch it out for the next few days and enjoy the weekend.
That's Ethan's long-term planning.
But until then,
I'm no better though. I literally am like day of. I am not worried about tomorrow until it's about 4 a.m. So
yeah,
I get it.
Right.
Two peas in a pod. Here's some news for you. A restaurant was damaged by fire Wednesday night in Branson. Doc's Hickory Roadhouse on State Highway 165 had response from several fire departments. No word on what started it yet. No one was hurt. Speaking of burning, Springfield Fire Department says with fall upon us, folks start raking leaves and sometimes burning them, but that is a no-no. Officers say that it's important to remember that burning any kind of fire at all is illegal within the city limits of Springfield. So that includes leaves, yard waste, and any trash.
Okay. Outside the city, though, you're good to go. Allied Waste Services of the Ozarks is a local waste management company. It's being sued now by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. It alleges that the company does not hire female trash truck drivers because of their gender. The EEOC claims the trash company almost always hires males, and at least one female says she was more qualified than her male counterparts, yet didn't get the job. So this is a suit at this point, and we'll follow it and let you know what happens. Man, yesterday was a big day for Springfield-based Convoy of Hope. It dedicated and officially opened up the brand new global headquarters and training center, and did so debt-free. The organization is moving into that building, has already moved in debt-free,
including you.
Which is I have moved in, and it is that's really incredible to move in debt-free. It was a multi-million-dollar project for that and the World Distribution Center, which opened 2 years ago. And what Convoy did was go to donors who they know and said, here's what we'd like to do. We'd like for you to be involved, but we don't want you to take any money from what you normally do to feed kids and respond to disasters and do all the things Convoy does. But if you'd like to go above and beyond, we would love for you to do that. And just about every one of them said, yeah, we want to do it, to the point where they paid off the entire building. So we move in debt-free, which is a huge blessing.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. That's
awesome. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So we had about 2,000 people there yesterday for the dedication ceremony. Governor Parson was there, many dignitaries from around the area. We brought in more than 100 people from Convoy's global team. So people came from, I met the guy from Tanzania, where you go all the time. I told him that you go there. He wants to meet you the next time you're in country.
Oh, yeah. Which will be soon. That's exciting. I should.
Yeah. And just people from our international team all over the place. It was just a great time. It was a great time. We opened up the building and people got to walk around and tour it and see it. And it was really a historic day for Convoy of Hope, that this building really positions the organization to move into the future and to meet more needs as we see
which is
the needs.
Sad and reality, though, right?
Yeah, we see the needs in this country and around the world grow. So it was a big day. Just wanted to share that with you.
All right. Well, a big day in Ozark, maybe not as equally as big, but a big day nonetheless, because a new old bridge is ready to go, 95 years old. The so-called McCracken Road project has given some major updates to the bridge there at the Mill Pond Bridge, as it's called, plus some new stormwater management features. That was a $3.1 million project. Also, a new westbound I-44 bridge over Pickerel Creek is now open. The Greene County Bridge was demolished back in May to make way for a new and safer one. It's all part of a project to improve 25 bridges within 15 miles of I-44 across the Southwest District. So of that 25 bridges, 16 will be replaced and the other 9 will be rehabbed. Kind of cool. And we, of course, remember the Ozark Mill Bridge. That's fun. I often still am in that area, but I have not seen it yet. So I'm excited to go see it now that it's open and check that out.
Yeah, they've got
All
grass.
right.
I think they have grass planted on it now, and so it's kind of as part of a walking bridge.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to take a look, you know? So, all right. Speaking of bridges, with that, all of the things bridges, Missouri has been allocated about $1.43 billion for the next fiscal year. All of it to be used on old and damaged roads and bridges in the state. It'll also be spent on carbon emission reduction and workforce development. The funding is from the president's bipartisan infrastructure law.
This is interesting. Interesting. Country Club Plaza in Kansas City is being sold to a Dallas retail company. And this is the interesting part. The new owner has ties to the founder of the Kansas City Chiefs, Lamar Hunt. The new owners run a popular shopping area in Dallas as well.
That's cool.
Uh,
The fact that he has ties to the Chiefs makes me wonder if the Plaza is even gonna get more, like,
Plaza
awesome.
E.
Because, I mean, Plaza E, yeah, it's a big draw, right, for Kansas City. Honestly, I don't know Kansas City super well, but I hear people who say, like, "Oh, I'm going to the Plaza, I'm going to the Plaza." Like, it's a popular spot already, isn't it?
Yeah, we ate lunch there after Griffin's soccer
Yeah.
game over the weekend.
I've just not been in a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. Fewer people are buying houses, and high interest rates appear to be a big reason why. In fact, home purchase applications just dipped to a 30-year low. Fewer consumers are interested because of the interest. Amid recent surge in mortgage rates, rates on a 30-year loan climbed for the fourth straight week to 7.53%. That's the highest level since 2000. So
Mm,
it's kind of keeping people are keeping their distance. We'll just stay in the
yeah.
house we're in. Thank you.
It seems McDonald's gets sued quite a bit, and this time a federal judge dismissed a lawsuit against them. A man was accusing McDonald's and Wendy's, for that matter, of misleading customers on their ad. He said that the ads make the burgers look bigger and juicier than what you actually get. But the judge said the complainant failed to prove that a reasonable customer would have been misled by the
Hmm.
ads, which I
Wow.
thought was hilarious because I love law. I only pretend to be a lawyer on TV. I'm not actually an attorney, but I've taken a million media law classes, and so I always love the word reasonable. Like the reasonable expectation of privacy, the reasonable person should not have been misled by the ad. And so for some reason when I read the story, it just made me crack up because only this guy apparently, according to the judge, was misled by looking at the ad.
Well, it's interesting because law is so black and white, but yet reasonable is very subjective.
I know, that's what I love about it. That's what I love about America's
Yeah.
legal system. It's so well defined, and then there are words like reasonable. I mean,
Well,
maybe if we met the guy, we'd think he was reasonable. I don't know.
I
But the
mean, it's
judge said that's not
he
reasonable.
this dude brings up a fair point, but I think what's weird to me is that the judge is saying, "Oh, come on, we all know they fake it. We all know they
Yeah,
use candle wax instead of actual cheese in the commercials. So get over it." That's basically
yeah,
what he's saying. When actually
right.
the guy makes a fair point. They don't look the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's funny.
Springfield Symphony Orchestra has a free Halloween themed concert just for you. It's called the Spooky Symphony. Prior to the concert, kids can show up in costume to get treats on the treat trail. So if you're interested in that, you can check out the Springfield Symphony online. And then Rescue One is holding a furry fundraiser for their animal services this weekend, tomorrow morning, in fact. Race options include a 1 mile, a 5K, or a virtual run. All proceeds benefit Rescue One. You can race with your dog if you like, but the dog has to be on a leash. So
Yes.
that
And
makes
not a
sense.
retractable leash either, like a hardwired leash.
Oh, okay.
What's
That's
it called if it's not
specific.
retractable?
Fixed.
Fixed. There you go. I needed the adjective, a fixed leash. All right. Even Travis Kelce says the NFL is giving too much attention to Taylor Swift and apparently not enough to football. In the last Chiefs game against the New York Jets, Travis's brother Jason said that TV cameras, apparently he was counting, showed Taylor 17 times during the ball game. The spokesperson for the NFL's like social media type stuff said, "We want to make sure we remain in a celebratory sort of posture and position, and one that we don't want to over commercialize in any way."
What does that even mean? Those
I
aren't
don't
even.
know. I don't
That's
know.
that's just not even saying anything. It's just
Yeah,
words.
I thought it was funny. Either way, her popularity is helping the NFL. As we've already told you, they had a big increase in ticket sales and more females, like as far as demographics, watching a ball game, an NFL football game, than ever before. So they're not hurting. She, I should say, is not hurting them. Um,
Yeah.
but I think diehard football fans are probably sick of hearing about her. I'm not a diehard football fan. I'm also not a Swiftie, but she's just cute. She's cute. She's a
Well, and
cute
you
girl.
also don't watch
So,
the game, so you're unaffected by it, except for this. What we
well,
do on the
I mean, my
podcast.
point exactly. I don't typically watch the game except for like now I have watched the game because I was like looking for Taylor.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, like a portion of it, sure. Just to see. I don't know. Listen, I know that I'm not up with pop culture or anything like that, like the kids these days, but I don't want to be completely tone deaf. All right. Speaking of the Chiefs, we would like to congratulate Anne from Iberia. Yay! I need a soundtrack, like the clap track. Anne won 2 tickets. Thank you, babe. 2 tickets to the next Chiefs game at home, which
Cool.
is which is against the Denver Broncos coming up on October 12th.
Well, way to go,
So
Ann.
I know. And I love Iberia too. I've been to Iberia. It's a little one horse town, kind of like the town I grew up in. So there you go. And
Yeah.
from Iberia. Congrats. That was our week 4 giveaway. Don't forget that we always have giveaways at aroundtheozarks.com. Go to our website and then you can click on contest and you can enter to win either a pair of Chiefs tickets to their games at Arrowhead or a signed jersey. So one of the two, but you can check it out and it's very easy to do. You essentially are guessing the score of the ball game without going over.
The total score
You
for both
total
teams.
score. So you take what you think the Chiefs will score, what the Broncos will score, you add that number together and you come up with 62 points or whatever. And then you don't want to go over. So you have to, it's kind of like Price is Right. Closest to the number
1.
without going
So
over.
I'm gonna guess 1 and see what happens.
I don't think you can win.
$1.
Yeah. You would win on Price is Right, but since you're the one giving the tickets away, I don't feel like you should enter probably.
I know. I just gave somebody a tip. No,
yeah.
because then the score would have to be like 3-0, and there's
Right.
you
You
that
would
ain't
be
gonna
the
happen.
closest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. Is that it?
I think it is.
Happy
I think it
Friday,
is. The
everybody.
weekend is here. We made
Yeah.
it.
Have a great night.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
Or weekend,
And we hope to see you back here bright and early Monday morning with some stories to tell.
Okay. Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting off your Friday with nice chilly temperatures. This morning, I've got lows starting out in the upper 40s, and we are only heading into the upper 60s for highs today. That fall feel for the weekend, it has started. And for Friday night football tonight, boy, it's going to feel very fall-like across the Ozarks. Might even sell some hot cocoa at the stands tonight. Temperatures are going to be chilly, not just today, but all weekend long. This is a true October weekend in the Ozarks. And it looks like it's going to be dry too. Lots of sunshine heading our direction. So kind of nice that we got rid of the rain chances during the work week. And now for the weekend, loads of time to spend the afternoons outdoors because plenty of sunshine will be with us. It will be cool and sunny in the forecast pretty much each and every day here. Those are the headlines for you. And we have ample sunshine out. That's going to take over today. I have more sunshine in the forecast as we head into Saturday and Sunday too. High pressure in control of our weather pattern as we head into the weekend, and that's going to be pretty persistent. Now, the air mass that's replacing this cold front that came through, it's from Canada. It is cold, it is dry, and that means temperatures will be chilly. We have very low dew points. The air is going to be really dry. In fact, you're going to notice that maybe your skin is going to feel a little bit dry over the weekend forecast. High pressure settling in, and that means that we're going to see sinking air. Not much of anything in the way of cloud cover, not just for the weekend, but for the next stretch of days. All the activity is going to stay up to the northeast over the weekend, and the Midwest and the northern plains, we are looking bone dry, not just today, but lasting through Saturday and Sunday too. Chilly temperatures are in store for us as we head into the weekend too. High temperatures tomorrow, they may be in the 50s for most of the day. I mean, really, it's going to be jacket weather, sweater weather in the forecast as we head into the next several days. So prepare for it. It's going to be so chilly, in fact, that some frost is still looking possible in the forecast for Sunday morning. Now, I know that might seem a little bit early, but this is actually really very close to average with when we typically see the first frost in the Ozarks. Oftentimes it happens early to mid-October. It's not a hard freeze, but it is going to be maybe a chance for some frost to develop. So sensitive plants may be at risk, especially ones that are not, buried in the ground. They don't have the soil moisture or the soil warmth if their roots are not very deep. So something to keep in mind, cover them up, bring them indoors if you want to ensure they stick around, or if you're done with them. I have to admit, I actually got rid of one of my potted plants from the summer because I was just done with it. It was drying out. It was getting hard to maintain, and the mums have replaced it. But something to keep in mind. If you want to keep some of those around, you will have to protect them on Sunday morning. Low temperatures Sunday morning, anywhere from 35 to 40 degrees, which will be enough for patchy frost, especially some of the low-lying spots, the valleys. That's where I think we have to be concerned with some of the chilly temperatures. No threat for frost in the forecast late tonight. Similar to this morning. This morning, we have temperatures upper 40s, low 50s. High temperature on your Friday of 68 degrees, loads of sunshine, and a bit breezy out there this afternoon, too. Maybe a bit of a wind chill factor if you don't have a long sleeve shirt. North wind today, 15 miles an hour, but I think we could see a gust closer to 20 as we go through the day today. Again, it's something to keep in mind if you have Friday evening plans. Sunshine in the forecast for the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. And then we hold the sunshine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Next week, temperatures will be back into the 70s, so a bit more comfortable, but we're going to keep the 60s around all weekend long. Tomorrow, I have a high temperature of 60 in Springfield, and then we'll see that really cold morning, of course, on Sunday morning that I already told you about. We'll be back into the upper 60s, though, again, similar to today by the time we get to Sunday afternoon. Around the country, the headlines this weekend include the cool fall air, of course, that we're experiencing in the Midwest, but very cold in the northern plains today. In fact, some of our friends to the north this morning are waking up to a freeze watch. We have temperatures that are going to be 15 to 25 degrees above seasonal averages up in the Northeast. However, a cold front is going to arrive for the Northeast. So a cold front is actually going to combine with some moisture from Philippe out in the Atlantic, the tropical storm. And I think that's going to mean some soaking rains for the Northeast. Of course, flooding made headlines in New York just last week. So flooding a concern for the Northeast, definitely as we get a little bit closer to the weekend forecast. It is time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister, sponsored by Scooter's Coffee. And I'll read you the question that I left you with yesterday. What is a defining characteristic of a gargoyle? Do you think A, it's made of stone? B, it is perched at least 100 feet in the air? C, it has to have wings? Or D, it drains water? I did not know this. I think we all kind of visualize the standard concrete winged gargoyle when we say the word gargoyle. But did you know that the answer is actually D, that it drains water? I did not. This was news to me. Gargoyles are actually water spouts that were designed to throw rainwater away from the outside wall of a building to prevent damage to the building. So they were kind of like the first gutters. Um, they were derived from the old French gargoyle, started in France. Um, and I don't know how to pronounce this. I think I've tried to pronounce something on this show before and embarrassed myself, but I'll give it a shot. Gargoyle is the French word. It means throat, and the term was first used to describe the carved lions and the spouts on these classical buildings that collected the water from up top and then tried to spit it out away from the building. So now you know, if you have a gargoyle, it is traditionally used to drain water away from the structure to prevent damage from the building. I did not know that. All right, here is your wake up weather brain twister question that I will leave you with today. Do you know this one? Do you have a dog with this name? Let's see. What is the most popular dog name of 2023 according to the American Kennel Club? Do you think it is A, Bella, B, Daisy, or C, Luna? No Googling, that takes all the fun out of it. But if you get it right, you can win a $20 Scooters gift card. Thank you so much, Scooters. That is a very generous offer from you. All you have to do, head over to aroundtheozarks.com. You can find the daily brain twister question there. Enter your guess. All correct guesses will be entered into a pool. Randomly, we will draw a $20 gift card to Scooters Coffee. That'll start your week off wonderfully next week. So head on over and take a stab at the most popular dog name of 2023. Have a fantastic day and an excellent weekend. It's going to be beautiful weather-wise, but make sure you have those jackets handy.